Hi, Doug McDonald with you again. In this short video we're going to look at the batch entry features for a child's time cards to enter times in and out or to transfer children from one classroom to another. Let's go ahead and get started. When we go into the Family Data and Accounting module, we can click Functions, go to Attendance Tracker, and we have two options here: Batch Check-in and Out and Batch Post Timecard. The difference is Batch Check-in and Out does a group check-in or check-out or transfer function, whereas Batch Post Timecard allows you to put in both in and out times in a column. We'll start with Batch Check-in and Out. On this screen you make several selections. The first is, what would you like to do? Check children in, check children out, or transfer children from one room to another. So if we're saying check in, we might use a criteria such as the scheduled classroom or the primary classroom, how we'd like to review the list of children that we want to check in or out. I can also use any of the child tracking items that have been assigned to children, such as a bus run or any other tracking item. So if I choose to view by scheduled classroom, I can click that and click the refresh list. I'll now see everyone by the classroom they're scheduled in. And notice this one record here, Harley Rose McDonald. When I change to primary classroom and click refresh, you'll notice that Harley Rose's primary classroom is infants, but she's scheduled in the aquarium room. You'll see this list differently depending on which way you choose to view it. Using scheduled classroom requires you to have set up and assigned schedules to children. Also at the top you'll say which date you're using and what time of day you would like to check the child in or out. So you just set those functions, and then on the right make the selections for the children you'd like to include in this function. You might want to accept a few of them, maybe they're not there that day, and then just click Process at the bottom and it will post those times in for you. I'm going to go ahead and exit without processing so that you can now see the Batch Check-in and Out feature. Under Functions, Attendance Tracker, and Batch Post Timecard, here I can select a date, and again I can base it on either their primary classroom or their schedule. I can choose all classrooms and the date I want to use for the posting. This date over on the left is for the enrollment date, children that are enrolled as of today, for example. On the next screen I'll be given a list similar to the batch check-in and out, but I've got both an in and an out time here. And this is based on schedules. It says apply schedule hours for 10/6/2009. So if kids are pretty much meeting their scheduled attendance hours, you can simply select and process. This will post all of these in and out times for these children. Of course, you can modify any of these times as needed. If you needed to change the times on a couple of days, no problem. I'll go ahead and process that so we can take a look. Exit from there, and then we can review for any of the kids that were on that list the posting that was just made. It was posted into the aquarium room today using essentially the scheduled hours. And that's it for Batch Check-in Out Transfer and for Batch Post Timecard. Thanks very much for joining us.